Is Conor McGregor pulling out of UFC 303? So there's been lots of rumors and reports saying that the main part might be off right now, that Conor's not going to be able to make it to this event. So this all started basically from the canceled press conference in Dublin. So I believe what happened was Conor did not show to the planned press conference in Dublin a few days ago. So I'm just going to look at some articles here. Uh, so I have these articles from Forbes. It says the UFC needs to be transparent about UFC 303, McGregor versus Chandler. So apparently, what's going on? Okay, one thing that the article mentioned is that there hasn't been any news regarding his drug testing, and it says that everything appears to be going smoothly until basically Connor did not show for the press conference, and the official UFC Twitter said that, or X said that UFC the press conference has been postponed until further notice. So I saw this post on X. I believe that one the pay-per-view is no longer being advertised on pay-per-view. UFC 303 is no longer being advertised as a pay-per-view. And UFC have made the Conor McGregor free fight videos private. Not sure if it's true, but if that's true, that's a very telling sign. There's been not Conor did say that he I think he believed he apologized for missing the press conference, but other than that, there hasn't been any updates. And it's hilarious. Michael Chandler is posting self-help quotes on Instagram. Okay, that's just hilarious, to me. Okay, so I mean, if Conor pulled out, who is the biggest loser? It has to be Michael Chandler, right? You gotta feel bad for this guy. This guy is like the guy that's been chasing the girl for years and being faithful, in chasing her. And at the end, she agreed to be his girlfriend or to marry him, whatever. Until at the last minute, she got a cold feet and just left him hanging. That's just what it was. It's like, Michael Chandler has been putting all his eggs in one basket, and it could blow up in his face right now. So I gotta feel bad for this guy. He's wasted years of his career chasing for McGregor, and yeah, but the fight might still happen. So we still need to wait for further confirmation. But as of now, my gut instinct is telling me that the fight is off. It's just, I to be honest, I never believed that the fight was going to happen in the first place because there's been many signs, there's been many that Conor McGregor is just not ready for the fight. You know, I believe in that Roadhouse video, he was twitching a lot. He was like a guy, you know, with a coke problem, with a drug problem. So and then just a few weeks ago, he was someone took a video of him partying in a club, like, and it's only like a month away from the fight. So I don't think McGregor's mentally prepared for this fight, to be honest. So I was actually surprised that the fight was announced in the first place. I thought that McGregor was just teasing Michael Chandler, and I don't know, he just has too much money to want to fight. Is I don't know if the motivation is there. So the thing is that I just don't think that he has the drive anymore. He was my favorite fighter once upon a time, but I think it's just time for the sport to move on without him. So the thing is that what if McGregor does pull out? What fights can we expect to save this card? Well, the first candidate is basically Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira. Basically, it's a decent fight, but it's not going to sell a lot of pay-per-views. You know what I'm saying. But I don't know. If you bought a pay-per-view before this, are you able to get a refund? I'm not sure about that. I don't because like people paid insane amounts of money just to be at a live event, just to see Conor return. And now he might not even show up. So that's a bummer. Um, it's very hard to save this card. If Alex Pereira and Giri uh is down for it, they could do it. They could do like a last minute fight between these two for the light heavyweight title. That would definitely save the card, and I would love to see that because I'm a big fan of Alex Pereira. So yeah, I guess it's a sticky situation, but I'm not surprised at all. I'm really not surprised at all. I think that basically Conor McGregor's time in the sport, his prime was in the past. You know what I'm saying? Once he got the boxing money, he just didn't have the motivation anymore. So why am I okay? I do have some theories about what's going on with this, right? So the first thing is he might have failed a drug test, but I doubt it because the UFC just got off USADA and exactly for because it involves Conor McGregor. Um, so I don't really think it's a drug test thing. Injuries is possible, but I think they will just announce it if he's injured. You know, if is injured and he can't fight, they'll just announce it. Like, well, what's the point of trying to hide it, right? So unless he could fight with injury, and then there's the theory that says that basically he my theory is that I think he's just not prepared for the fight. You know, he's been cooked out. He's been doing drugs, and he's just been living the lifestyle. But and I don't think he's mentally prepared at all. I there's people saying that it could be because he wants more money from Dana. He wants more money from the UFC. But I don't think that he's going to get it if that's his negotiating tactic because the Dana's just not going to give in to like a blackmail that way. So I don't really think that's it. I really believe that he's just not in the right state of mind to fight, not ready, not prepared, and for whatever reason, he's basically saying that I don't need to fight. He has so much money in his bank. So it's too bad for Michael Chandler. I guess Connor kind of let him on if the fight does not happen. But yes, and we'll all move on. I think it's time for the sport to move on without him. And I think the sport has been doing well since the McGregor days. So whether he makes it to UFC 303 or not, I think as a fight fan, I'll still enjoy the event either way. But I don't think the casual fan will tune in. That's a big loss for the UFC, I guess. Yeah, so let's wait for the updates. Like and subscribe. Thank you.